How'd that event go?
It went good. I mean, it was rough, like any event that we have, but I think all in all, it was net positive.
They all sound good on paper until you start doing it, right?
Well, I didn't even know anything about it. I just got Osvaldo asked if I'd be there. I didn't know what it would entail. Yeah, it does. Until people start stabbing cops for the sake of stabbing cops. Yes, it's.
Okay, well that's.
Yes, sir.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Well, look, I wanted to start this off. I'm intern chief. I'm not going to be chief here for long. I truly am here to just help with the transition and help keep the LSPD nice and smooth, running nice and smooth. Okay.
Tango 5676 2-911.
I want to be honest with you, right? I just want honesty between you, me, and the other high command.
Yes, sir.
Nothing. I also don't want any sort of. I don't want yes mans, So don't say yes because I want something. If you don't agree with something, I want to hear the truth. All right.
Understood.
All right. What do you think about me being here?
I think it's good. I never had an issue. I think that essentially from the beginning, like I never had an issue with it. I think the first day I know Moss voiced her concerns, and I'm pretty sure that I was of the mindset that it could be good.
Okay. I want you to know everything that was said was honest too. There was an alternative motive. I had no intentions of becoming.
I don't think so. I don't. So sir, I have no reservations about you.
Okay.
Ultimately, the things I want to see is I want to see a functioning police department that is held to standards, and I think with you here, it seems like you're a no bullshit kind of guy, and I can appreciate that. So ultimately, I am also a big fan of chain of command and respecting my superiors and carrying out my superiors' vision. I think ultimately I'm just a soldier. I keep saying ultimately. I don't know why, but hey, I will voice my concerns. So if I have something, I could do that respectfully and disagree and have a civilized conversation with you.
Absolutely. I'm glad. Okay, good. I really wanted to just have that chat with you and really touch bases there and make sure that we're gonna be honest with each other. For however long I am here, weeks, a month, I'm not sure. I've spoken to Maxwell. Pretty much just trying to get my bearing here and not make any drastic changes. And just to fill you in, I asked about some SOPs and some just in general uniform standards.
I don't really give a fuck if I get
it appears there's a lot of out-of-date documents, so I'm trying to.
I really do mean that. I really want to see the police department function.
About updating SOPs, and Forte is going to be getting the uniform SOPs going. What's your personal take on mohawks? Hairstyle and
you want my honest opinion?
Yeah.
I don't fuck with colored hair. I don't fuck with extreme hair. I think this is a job. We're supposed to be viewed as professional. We should probably dress like it.
Wonderful.
Also, let me say this as well, Turner. I am not opposed to. Don't think that I don't have any personal reservations with my position either. If you think that you can have somebody better as assistant chief, or you want me in a different position, there is zero hard feelings. And again, I will not have any animosity towards you. I don't. So again, my biggest thing is I want to see the police department succeed. It's been rough for the time that Moss and I were here. I think we did our best. Some things are better, some things are worse. And ultimately, if you see something where you're like, okay, this needs to change, like I am not going to have a meltdown. I'm going to respect chain of command, and I'm going to go where I'm told.
You're damn near the top of chain of command.
Right.
We'll work together hand in hand to make the changes.
Understood. I'm just saying, like, if there is somebody...
Changes you want to make.
God,
is there any changes you wanted to make that you couldn't? Or Moss wasn't on board for?
I mean, there was a bunch. I wanted to do a quota, but everybody was against calling it a quota. I think that if officers on the duty, so I've said this, I don't know how many times since I've been the AS chief, but people applied for the job. I don't know if there's a single person in the police department where like, wow, this person is a super cop. We need them. Everybody has applied, therefore they know what comes with the job and they should be doing it. That being said, I think there should be a quota for either citations or tickets or something. And if you're not meeting the quota, then I think you need to get cut.
Quota's a harsh word.
I know, that's what Moss said.
You know what another word for quota is? Performance review.
I feel like respectfully, sir, I feel like performance review is more scary than a quota. But you listen, I think you might have a lot of experience with this. So, and I'm open to new things. So if you think that's good, we should do that.
Who are we scaring with the verbiage of quota? Are we scaring officers? Are we scaring civilians? Mayor's office? Who are we scaring?
I don't know. I don't think quota is a scary word.
Dewey,
maybe
are you on
that's
this
just.
frequency?
I think that you have like when you have a job, you always have quotas you have to hit. And if and this goes to performance review, right? If you're not performing how you should be for the job,
yeah, I'm coming to get you, Dewey.
Is the job
I'm on my
right
way.
for
I'm
you?
in the B team band.
Yeah, the problem is we're public servants, and our quota would be that of you know.
I see what you're saying. Oh, okay, from an outside perspective.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think I would imagine at least that's what most people are thinking about when they hear quota. But you know, performance review, we got to make sure officers are up to standards. Maybe that's what we could look into, huh?
Yes, sir. That would be the first thing I would do.
Okay.
As far as other things that change, I think continued education is important, but that's not. I'm not sure. I think we're. I don't know. I haven't really. I'd have to think about it, to be honest. I know that was one thing that I've always tried to implement and kind of got shot down on.
Did CEs ever get implemented?
Is that performance reviews?
No, continuing education.
Yeah, it did. Well, we were working on a ton of modules and stuff. Or actually, Moss said she was working on a ton of modules. I'm not sure what happened to that, but we try to bring in lawyers to work with the PD to understand PC, RS, how to articulate things in court. One of the things I do notice is people have a hard time understanding Tennessee versus Garner out in the field as well. Just because, so perfect example was 2 days ago, there was somebody that got out of a car and shot they attempted to shoot a cop. Then another person called out on the radio that if anybody tries to come save his boy, that we need to shoot them. And I had to shut that shit down really quick because it was like, how are you going to articulate that this person is a threat or a harm to other people or themselves? There's a very kind of like if then mindset versus stepping back and looking at the situation to analyze what's going on and then articulating what you would do. That's I would say that's not department wide. That's kind of like law enforcement officer wide.
Yeah, my experience was you know, you want people to listen to you when you tell them to do something, but at the same time they still need to think for themselves. I say, you know, there's a red car trying to pick someone up, and then they see a red car, you know, mag dumping it ain't the response. It's, you know, is this the same red car? Are they a threat? You know, still think on your own feet.
Right.
What? Oh.
There you go.
I don't think so, no.
Before I make any changes, I'm definitely going to be observing for at least 2-3 days, I would imagine. But I'm at least I'm getting Maxwell trying to update SOPs with I guess there's a lot of announcements according to her in Forte that aren't SOP but are SOP. I should say they are SOP but not in the SOPs.
I don't know what that means.
Let's look at announcements. I guess things like how many can be in pursuits has been put into announcements.
Oh yeah,
but not put into SOP. So things like that we would want a new officer to be aware of, or maybe someone who is somewhatly of a you know, a stickler for reading SOPs like myself, can read up on it. You know, I could go home and catch up on the stuff. So I'm gonna have her, either herself or someone
Bald boys. Bald boys.
that she can get to do it. I get that updated. Forte's gonna do the uniforms, because there's definitely no uniform standard. They couldn't even find the uniform SOPs for a while there. So just gonna get that in order. At the very least. What else? Is there anything I should know?
It's going to be one of
Anything you
those
wanna point out?
things. I kind of I'm going to be honest, I kind of shut down when Moss stepped down yesterday. I was pretty bummed, you know what I mean? I mean, she's my chief. I tried to have her back. I tried to like more I guess so, more on a personal level, but I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff. I'm still kind of like processing that. I am going to be on Saturday. I will be around Tuesday night. I could think on it over the weekend.
Yeah, I heard you're going to be out of town, so
Yeah.
that's okay. Take your time. No rush whatsoever. Yeah, put some thought into it though, and
I got a
and, you
flight
know,
12 hours from right now. Ugh.
What's that?
My flight's in 12 hours from right now.
Yeah, you should take some time off before you hit that flight.
Well, no, probably be around for at least a few more hours.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got to touch bases. I'm sure we'll be touching plenty more bases. I do look forward to working with you, however long it will be, Peter. So if you need anything, do let me know. All right.
Understood, sir. And then it goes both ways. If you need anything from me, let me know.
I will. I absolutely will. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right. You be safe out there. All right.
Okay, understood. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
No, it's awkward. This is always the awkward part of talking in this hall.
Yeah.
Because we're literally going to walk the same way, you know.
Actually, you know what?